Hi there, I am back. I took some more notes and I cannot wait for myself to share with you. I hope you guys been well. Also, in the future, I pray that people listen in and decide to share some of these information with their family and friends, their husband, if they got one. Also, I have been well, so thank you for asking. I know you didn't, but I really do hope and pray you guys share in the future because it is important, especially for my community, to work on their mental health. And I feel like sometimes some people will not understand the majority of the things I speak about because they're not awake spiritually. Because I would have never understood these things if I did not spiritually wake up. That being said, here we go. What good or bad fortune may come our way, we can always give it meaning and transform it into something of value. It may be important to great thinkers to examine the world and despise it, not for us to hate each other, but to be able to regard the world and ourselves and all beings with love, admiration, and respect. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. There is a saying, if you truly believe in something, then your subconscious mind will try its best to make your belief a reality. Visualization and affirmation are more powerful than one may think. The placebo effect does work. It's been proven as well. There is room for everything, so don't think negatively about other people. Get out of the race and focus on yourself. If you're having a hard time, sleep on it and you'll find a solution. Like an iceberg, the upper part of your mind is the conscious and the bottom is the unconscious. Sorry, my bad. I said that wrong. Like an iceberg, the upper part of your mind is the conscious and the bottom is the subconscious. Your conscious part of the mind analyzes, thinks, plans, and has a short-term memory. Your subconscious has the long-term memory, habits, belief systems, creates dreams, and many more. You may plan to do an activity at a certain time, but it's up to your subconscious mind whether that gets done or not. Your subconscious mind is where all the calculations happen. For example, whether you like doing an exercise or not. When did you last exercise? How you felt doing that activity? Do you even have the time? What will you get from the exercise? Of course, you may not see what the subconscious mind is doing in the background, but your answer would be either to do the activity planned or you will give excuses. Unless or until you become aware of yourself and the excuses you have been given for ages, meaning the things you were taught, not things you yourself have decided to do, but what everyone else decided to tell you. Those are the excuses. To get your subconscious mind to do things, try something like writing it down multiple times a day until one day you just do it. And that is so true. Because for me, I used to carry books all the time because I wanted to learn more, kind of reminding myself to always read. So that actually does work. You are convincing it of the importance, how the activity is that you have to do. This will work on anything, as I said before. this works on anything. Your subconscious mind, which is responsible for success, is ultimately programmed by our thoughts and beliefs. When we plant positive thoughts and visions of the person we wish to become, we will reap glorious harvest. Praise Allah. This is so true. We are often vessels for the thoughts and feelings of others, absorbing their opinions and constructing their worldview. Our love of work cannot be coached in selfishness. It should instead be motivated by a cause beyond ourselves, one which ultimately serves humanity. Absolutely. As you're living life, you have to understand that you're going to have to do things that serves mankind. I don't make the rules. In order to improve our mental outlook, we must start by monitoring and editing our thoughts. I learned that the hard way. When we begin to alter ourselves from inside, our external environment shifts accordingly. Absolutely, this is true. This is absolutely true. I started working on myself and my environment around me started to change. Most people consider life a battle, but for some, it's not a battle, but a game of giving and receiving. What they send out into the world, their deeds and words will be returned to them. And in a game, you can't play without the rules. The subconscious is an empty power without direction. It's like steam or electricity and does what it is directed to do. It has no induction power. Conscious mind is the human or rational mind that sees life as it is. It sees images and impresses on the subconscious mind. We understand thoughts through words. Listen to people's words to know their thought process, and their conditions will be justified, whether it is excellent in all aspects or struggling. What someone says about others will be said about them, and what they wish for others, they wish for themselves. Islam teaches us this. Well, I learned because I started to research my religion. It says this, like, whatever you wish for yourself, the angels wish for it for you too. Like, it literally comes back to you tenfold. Islam is so beautiful, mashallah. The more you start knowing things, the more you have to start taking responsibility for. Everyone around you is there for a reason, whether you like it or not. See their interests and learn the lesson they have shown up for. And that's true. Everyone is here for a reason. Everyone is around you for a reason. You may not know the reason, but you will know later. You can't expect to stay in a good health if you constantly eat junk, have addictions, and indulge in weakening thoughts. Intuition is a spiritual faculty that does not explain but points the way. So that gut feeling you get when you're somewhere, that's a direction. A lot of people don't see this or even understand it. They just say, I'm anxious. No, follow those directions your body is telling you. Be calm within yourself. Money will find you wherever you're at. Be aware of your thoughts and emotions. Have gratitude. Be grateful for what you have and what you're about to receive. Our emotions control our thinking and vice versa. Rational people are aware of this. Irrational people are not even aware. Their emotions are playing a role in their thinking, often making rational decisions or exploding with rage. The most common emotion is the desire for pleasure and the avoidance of pain. Confirmation bias is going in search of evidence to support your point of view and turning a blind eye to anything that disconfirms your held beliefs. Like playing devil's advocate to confirm your views. Conviction bias is how can this idea be wrong if I have so much energy to defend it? Don't assume to already understand people. Each new person you meet is like an undiscovered country with new chemistry for you to explore. Pay attention to the voice and body language of others. Everyone wears masks. Pay attention to facial expressions, inflection of the voice, and tension of the body. Know when to draw from conflicts or any type of situation. That's so me. This rule I follow all the time. Especially since I have autism, I get overstimulated over people doing dumb things. Like, I will remove myself completely from the situation. Even if I knew I was right, I'm removing myself. If I was wrong and you're not correcting me correctly, like, don't yell at me if you're trying to correct me, because I will leave. No one's learning anything. But yeah, always remove yourself, because it gives everyone time to think about their decisions and what just happened. Let others create their own picture of you in their imagination. Cure the social media fever. You must break habits of wanting to click on things that don't matter. Stop trying to change people and use what you already are presented with. I want to go back to the whole cure the social media fever. People will tell you, especially from my community, I used to be online all the time. Trust me, I was always like faking it, trying to be happy. But life hit me, so I kind of like stayed off social media. That time I was off of social media. When I tell you I was suffering, I was suffering. Like, it was literally me learning things about life. Like, things were hitting me back to back to back. And I shared some stories in the past segments, but boy, was life not leaving me alone. But, we Gucci now. But that is all for this segment. I hope you guys love what I have jotted down for you guys. I also am doing these things because I know how much some people do not like to do no type of research. I know nobody wants to read, especially in this generation. People don't like reading for some reason. Everybody's always on TikTok. So I took my time to learn some things, write them down, and share with you. And I hope you guys love the things I chose for you. All right. Have a good night. Bye.